Hello everybody, this is Fabian Anniker and welcome to this video. In today's video I have something really exciting for you, especially if you are with MOBE and you like to play around with numbers. You definitely have to check out what I have for you today. I have created a nice Excel sheet where you can play around with the numbers, like what do you want to make per month as an income, and for example, how much do you want to pay per click, or what's your conversion rate on your squeeze page, and so on. And the Excel sheet will do all the calculation for you and tell you what your investment per month and also per day would be for your traffic, and how many clicks or leads you have to generate for that. So let's just jump into this. I'm going to show you the Excel sheet that I have created. So there are some important things that you need to know. All the orange things here are actually numbers or options that you need to fill out. So let's go through them quickly. So your target income per month, that's actually the first thing that you should fill out. Let's say you want to do 10K per month. You also could change this to just 15,000, the dollar you would get then automatically here. So for this example, let's stick with the 10K. Then you have the squeeze page conversion rate in percent. So you can choose, maybe you have some experience with your squeeze pages and you know your squeeze pages convert around 35%, then you can actually give in this one, or 40% even. I just go down here now to 30%. This is all an example, this is not my real numbers. Then another factor that you need to know is actually how many leads do you need to get one MTTB. So there I have also heard quite some different things from other people. There are some people that actually need 50 leads to get one MTTB. Then you could give in here 50, or you just say 80, whatever you want to use. I go with 100 right now. Then the next one is how many MTTBs do you need to generate an MLR? So there are people, they say every second MTTB becomes an MLR. So then you would just say I need 2 of them. Or some say I need 4. In this example we go with 5. And then we define the click price. So that could actually be a solo ad or the average of your Facebook ads or Bing ads, whatever you use. Let's just say in this example we have 45 cents per click. And then the last thing is the rule that you know from MLR to titanium to platinum is I think the standard which is mentioned in the videos is 6:1. So that means if you have 6 MLRs, 2 out of those 6 would become titanium, and 1 of those 2 titaniums would then become 1 platinum. So this is the rule 6:1, but you can also change these to, let's say, 8:3:1. The important thing is that the platinum number here always needs to be on 1, otherwise the calculation does not work. So, but for these examples, let's say the 6:1 rule. You don't have to care about this here in yellow. This is just for the calculation out of this one. You cannot also change it. As you can see, you get an error message here. And now the green ones, they are actually the important or interesting numbers that you need to know. So let's say you want to make 10K per month. Your squeeze page is converting at 30%. You need 100 leads to get 1 MTTB. Then out of 5 MTTBs, you get 1 MLR sale. And the click price would be 45 cents. And you are also going with the rule of 6:1 here with MLR, titanium, platinum. So I have here 3 lines. One is actually if you are on the MLR level, what would your investment be? Then one is on the titanium level and one is on the platinum level. I'm going to show you just quickly how I do the calculation. So as you can see here, it takes you 8.2 MLR sales per month to get 10K with all those definitions that we have set here. And as you can see, the calculation is done actually. The amount of money you want to do per month, it's 10K divided by B9 is actually the rate that you need MTTBs to MLRs. And as you know, you get $44.1 per MTTB sale plus $1,000 for an MLR sale. So that's the calculation which is done and tells you to make 10K a month, you need 8.2 MLR sales on an MLR level. Then we go to the leads. As you can see, this is actually B9, which is the rate of MTTB to MLRs, times B8, that's the leads time, the leads to MTTB, and then here we have the amount of MLRs that you need to create. So this calculated together tells you how many leads you need to generate, and then with the conversion rate of 30% that we defined here, that defines that you need 13,656 clicks in this case. And with the definition of 45 cents per click, we need to invest $6,145. And also here I have the calculation of how many MTTB sales a month that would be. So here's the calculation done with the MLRs times the rate that you have from MTTB to MLRs. So in this case, you would actually, excuse me, have to make 41 MTTB sales, and out of them you would get 8 MLR sales. You need around 4,000 leads, around 13,650 clicks, and you would invest $6,000. Now the interesting thing is, if we go down to the next level, the titanium level, you see that you need much less MTTB sales and MLR sales because the commission is much higher, because for a titanium you also get $3,000, and then even for the platinum you get the $5,000, which is actually the calculation here, the 6-to-1 rule. So as you can see here I only calculate the MLR and the MTTB sales. Then here I add the $3,000 for the titanium sales, and here the $5,000 for the platinum sales. So that makes it really interesting if you do the comparison. If you want to make 10K a month with the definitions that we have here, in the end, as an MLR, you have to invest $6,000, and as a platinum, you need to invest $2,500. So that makes it actually clear that it definitely makes sense to position yourself as high as possible. Of course, it's not for everybody. It's not possible from the beginning, but just to remind you that it's really important as to see the higher you are, the easier actually it gets. And also here you see actually as an MLR you need almost 41 sales, MTTB sales, and as a platinum it's like 16. If you break down those numbers also on a daily basis, because sometimes it really makes sense if you have, for example, Facebook ads or Bing ads, where you also need to do the definition of daily limits for the ad spend that you want to use. So here I have just broken it down, divided by 30. So depending on the month, 31, 30, I just go with 30, which is the average. So here we see actually that we need to make 10K as an MLR, 137 leads per day and 455 clicks, which costs you $205 per day. And if you are on a platinum level, for example, it's 55 leads, 182 clicks, and $82. So that's actually a nice tool to use the numbers. Excuse me. And as you can see, For example, let's say my squeeze page actually converts better than 30%. Let's say I'm going to go with 40%. Now look what happens here with the numbers. It immediately changes and it goes down with the investment because you convert better. So 1842, 2,500. Same if you say, I don't need 5 MTTBs to get an MLR sale. Let's say I need only 3. It immediately goes down here. And then the click price, let's say, okay, I'm going to get a little bit more expensive clicks. I go with 0.6. Of course, this price comes up. And maybe you don't have a rate of 6:1. Let's say you maybe even have 4:1. Now you can see the spend is already going down. So this is really nice to play around with some numbers, and you can immediately check out how much money do you have to invest to get to your target income per month. And of course, I mean, this is just in commissions. You definitely have then to subtract this one here to get the revenue. So in this case, it would be, you want to make 10K per month, you invest almost $4,000. So in the end, you make 6,000 net. But as I said, just nice to play around. If you know your numbers, if you're just a beginner, then you can just play around and see what's possible. And as soon as you have driven some traffic, you definitely can start to fill out those numbers, or you can actually ask in the Facebook groups what's the average, but you will definitely get different answers. I mean, this topic is discussed quite a lot of time, and everybody gets all the numbers. So in the end, it's yourself. You have to test your funnel, you have to test your squeeze pages and everything. It depends on your autoresponder, on your squeeze pages. In the end, you have to do your own experience, but as soon as you have your own numbers, you can actually play around and you know exactly what your investment will be to make this amount that you put up here. So I hope this Excel sheet helps you with playing around. You can download it below the video. If you are on my blog, you will find a download link below the video. If you are via YouTube, you should actually get a link there to my blog. Otherwise, just let me know, contact me via Facebook, and I will give you the Excel sheet so you can play around and use your own numbers. And I hope you have some fun with it, because it's really funny to do the numbers and do the calculation. You see what's possible. And with that said, thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.